Hello again, YouTube. My name is Bree, and in today's video, I am working once again in my sketchbook made by my friend Spofgh that uses tinted watercolor paper from Bockingford. I'm working on a yellow page right now, and you can see the green page beside it. I only have 2 pages left in the sketchbook right now, so I'm really excited about being close to finishing it up because I already have another sketchbook from Spofgh that has a lot more fun stuff in it, and I'm really excited about getting into that one. Otherwise, I am using some new a stackable porcelain palette that I recently bought. I had to get new gouache for my gouache class because I am running low on several colors and knew I would run out. So just to get my free shipping, I added these to the order. I've been wanting to get another little like flower palette, but when I saw these and they were just on sale, I had to get them, and I'm going to be dragging that all over the page during this video, so I need to place it better. But yeah, so far I'm liking using that, so as long as it doesn't take up too much space on my desk, they're going to be really convenient, I think. Beyond that, I'm using beam paints again. Did I mention that already? I don't remember. I haven't been using them as much lately, and I think I finally figured out what it is about them that makes them a little less joyful to use. And it's 2 reasons. One I've definitely mentioned before is that the smaller wells it's not much paint, and it's hard to get like a lot of paint out. It's fine for smaller paintings, but I wouldn't want to use this for a larger painting just because I'd be constantly trying to get paint out. But what I'm realizing now, that I'm paying more attention to it, they do have a substantial drying shift, more so than like my Schmincke or Daniel Smith or really any of the other paints I have. And it's both in terms of saturation and value. So building up value, definitely takes a bit more effort and a bit more time to get to the same stage I'd be at a lot faster with other paints. So while I still enjoy using them, and I think the granulating ones have really unique textures, and I really do like the paints and the brand a lot, it just takes me a little bit more effort to get to where I want, so it's not the best for quick doodles. And that's what this was meant to be. So before I go any further, I'm just going to put a bit of a content warning. I'm going to be talking about the status of my sick kitty, so if that upsets you, mute this or just step out of the video. I won't be offended. I understand, but I do feel the need to talk about it, and it did to some extent inspire this piece, so you've been warned. I spoke in the last video about my cat Maggie. She went to the vet last month and had an ultrasound, and at that point they identified that she had a polyp in her bladder. And at the time, they didn't know if it was cancer or just a little polyp that wouldn't grow. So we had to wait 4 weeks to find out more, and unfortunately it is a tumor and it is growing really rapidly. So on the 2-dimensional scan they run from her side, it has pretty much doubled in size, based on length and width, which isn't good. So at this point, she's not in any pain or discomfort, according to the vet. She doesn't have, so in the bladder you have the kidneys that run into it and the urethra that runs out of it, and none of her tubes are blocked, so she's not in pain. It's not causing any like threat to her right now, but it is something where her time with us is limited, and we're going to keep doing these scans regularly to keep an eye on it so that we can make the decision to put her down before she gets to the point where she would be in pain. So yeah, it's really sad. It's not an easy topic to talk about, and I'm basically trying to like completely dissociate myself right now so I don't get all emotional right now. But yeah, if I disappear for a few weeks, take some time off in the future, it's possibly related to that. Because yeah, that's going to be really hard on me when she goes. Maggie is like my best little buddy. She's been with me for 15 years. She's about 16 years old. She basically was found outside a vet's office in my hometown, and they took her in, estimated her to be a year old, gave her, basic checkups, and I don't know, I think they may have had to spay her at that time. And they put her in a kennel up front with a sign that said, "I like to sit on your lap and purr." She did get picked up originally by a different person, and she didn't get along with their cat that they had at home. They brought her back, and my mom saw Magnolia when she went to bring my first cat, our cat, back home to the vet one day, and she knew I was looking to have a cat of my own. I was in my first apartment at this time, and I had been actively looking for a cat. So she sent me the picture, and I immediately adopted her, went home that very weekend to pick her up. And she's just, I don't think I'll find another cat like her. She's just such a sweet girl, very social, very affectionate. She really does just like to sit in your lap and purr. She'll spend all day in your lap if you let her. If she hears someone ring on the doorbell, she goes over to greet them. She's not afraid of strangers at all. Everyone is a future friend for her. If you come to visit, even if it's your first time here, she will lead you over to the couch, and as soon as you sit down, she will be trying to get in your lap. To the point where if you're allergic to cats, we have to put her in another room because she doesn't mind. Every night she sleeps pressed to my side. I've taken her every holiday, well, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, she always travels with me. So she's just been such a presence in my life for these last 15 years, and I'm really struggling with the thought of losing her. We knew this was coming, essentially, because, she was diagnosed with kidney disease a couple of years ago, so we already knew there was, a timer somewhere for her, but we never expected something else to get her. And because of the kidney disease, her tumor's inoperable, so they can't do anything about it. And if they did try to do surgery, the anesthesia might get her, or certain kinds of tumors that form in the bladder are so nasty that if you puncture it, it'll immediately spread throughout the rest of the system and ruin cats faster. So, yeah. Essentially, that whole thing is just, I decided to I wanted to do kind of a sadder image, just as a moment in time when I look back on the sketchbook. It's not like I just skipped over these emotions, because it's a big moment in my life and in hers. This is such a hard thing to talk about. Oh, it's going to be an uncomfortable video. But yeah, otherwise, it's just for the next however long she has, we just want her to be happy and as healthy as possible and know that she's loved and taken care of. Officially, her birthday is in 2 weeks, and we are having a birthday party for her. So I invited my family over because they've been a part of her life as well. And she doesn't get company as much anymore since the pandemic because obvious reasons. So we've invited my family over. They're going to come. We haven't seen them recently anyway. They're not coming just for a cat's birthday party. But it gives them the opportunity to see her in case next month is the month. And it gives her the opportunity to have additional laps this sewn and extra attention and extra love. So it'll be really good just to see my family and have her day. A little sweet 16 for my kitty. And yeah, otherwise it's just a matter of taking things one day at a time and abiding by Kat's law. When she asks for you to get on the couch, you get on the couch and you sit with her, and that's all there is to it. So little princess gets her, for as long as she's with us, gets whatever she wants. Except she has to go to the vet, which she doesn't like at all, but it is what it is. So yeah, every 4 weeks or more, if they tell me more, we'll be at the vet to get her checked up on. And things will be what they are. So that's my update there. Sorry if I have depressed you. I needed to talk about it. Otherwise, going forward, I'm a little busy anyway, so I am taking Justin Donaldson's gouache course and really seeing how much I have improved since the last time I've taken it. So that is very reassuring to see and makes me a lot more confident about taking on gouache in a bigger painting, which is something I talked about wanting to do as part of my little project. The project is currently a little delayed for obvious reasons. Also because one thing I want to do now is paint a portrait of her, of Magnolia, of Maggie, before she's gone. And yeah, get something good for her. So my priorities have changed a little bit, but the project is still going to happen. Beyond that, I don't really have too much to say. That's like all consuming on my mind right now. So I have nothing else to talk about. That's my whole life. My kitty's my whole life. Gotta work through some things there. So yeah, I'm not trying to get pity or attention. It's sad. It always sucks to lose an animal, a friend, and everyone has dealt with grief in the past. So it is exactly what it is. And like I said, we're just gonna make sure she's very well loved and cared for and gets everything she wants until it's time. So that all being said, I did include a clip of her in this video. I hadn't been giving many clips of her because she's older and she likes to rest a lot, and I feel bad because her tummy's all shaved, so it feels like I'm showing like a naked photo of my cat. But she's a sweet girl, and I'm sure I'll like having these video clips of her down the road. So with that depressing video out of the way, I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm not going to make any plans or commitments at this time. Just take care, and I'll talk to you in future videos whenever and whatever they may be. And yeah, my porch is disgusting. Sorry about that. But I'll pressure wash it soon. Take care. Bye. Bless you.